Hi everyone, we're back, and now we're going to do the same that I did the previous video, but I'm going to do this with Vallejo. And all it is Vallejo fluid acrylics, and we have some pouring medium. So I'm putting the colors together, and there's no silicone involved, there's nothing in there, but we might add the ribbons like we did on the last one. So here we go, pulling it all in. And this one is a little bit more greener, and I'm letting it come over the side here. There it is. And the little white dots you're seeing is little air bubbles that have popped, and that gives the layer that is under there a little room, and that is white. As you can see, I'm doing it, popping all the little bubbles. So that what you're seeing is not cells, but it's only the top layer giving way to the bottom layer, and that is the white. So as you can see, nothing happening, no cells. Now I'm going to add the silicone, if I can find it. Oh yes, here it is. And I'm going to do the same thing that I did with the previous pour. As you can see, they are getting bigger, but that's the blooming effect, and that's what the density does. And maybe some people say, oh, just leave it like that because I really like what it's doing. Well, you could, absolutely. But I want to show you the difference between the paint with the silicone in it and the paint without. So this is the blooming effect because there's a lot of white. And it has a lot to do with the quality of the paint too. So it'll bloom away, and I'm just going to put a ribbon on top, and the ribbon, like I said, contains silicone. That's that. So a little bit of white, a little bit of that green, and a little bit of turquoise. I'm doing this on the side here because I got you a little bit zoomed in so you can see it better. Okay, I think we're ready. Maybe a little bit more white. Let's see. Put a little bit of white on top. I'm going to give it a tiny little stir just to mix it all together. And here we go with the ribbon on top. As you can see already, the cells are popping. Look at that. That is cell action. There's so much cell action. That's a lot of cells. Wow. That is crazy. But now I'm going to let it go down a bit and come back a bit. And I think I'm gonna leave it just like that because I really like these long spread cells over here. I like the small ones going down the middle. I kind of like these blooming cells here, but I'm gonna leave it just as is, and I think it's kind of pretty. So again, I'm going to take this one off. Let's see if I got all the corners done. I would like a little palette knife if I had one. Just have to finish off the sides here a little bit. Make sure that everything is covered. Otherwise it's not really good if we don't have the sides covered. Putting that over a little bit more. Okay. I think we're good to go. Oh no, here's more. Now we're good to go. So I'm going to leave it like this, and I hope it's going to dry like this because the paint was a little thin. Now we have this on the table, which is kind of nice too. And what I'm going to do is put the rest of the paint in here, because we're going to use every single little drop of paint we have. Then tomorrow I'm going to make a little recap video and show you everything semi-dried, because it won't be all dry, but semi-dried. And the white, where's the white? Here it is. Oh, there's my white stick here. So that's it. Giving it a tiny little swirl, and I'm gonna pour it around like this. That's kind of pretty. I love those stripes. They really look pretty. I kind of like those big flowers too. Very little bit of torching, as you can see. Almost the same movement I used to pop the bubbles. But I really want to keep this because I kind of like this flower sort of a thing. Here's another one that looks like a violet, really. Look at that. See that? Only we don't have turquoise violets, but it does look like a violet. And we have a nice band of beautiful cells all around. Let me see if I can give you a really good close-up. I've got to get a little bench to get on top of the table a little bit. There you go. That is really pretty. I really like that. Now, just doing a little cleanup so I can move the paper a little bit so you see it all. There it is. That is really pretty. Now I'm not going to be moving this one because this paint is just a little bit thinner than the other one, the Art Deco. This is just a little bit thinner, so I'm going to let it rest right here. Oh, that is pretty too. See this? This bit here? That is really pretty. Okay, no more touching because I don't want to ruin this bit here. I think this might be really nice if I cut it out square, put it on a sort of a white background and frame it. That might be really pretty, but you never know how it's going to turn out tomorrow. So we're going to leave it just like, totally leave it alone, just as it is here on the table, and we're not going to do anything to it in fear of disrupting this beautiful pattern that we have. Now, I want to thank you all for watching. So this will be the last video today. I'm sorry about that, but can't help it. Tomorrow I'm going to go to a garden center with my husband, and I'll try to make some video, because I know a lot of people really enjoy that, you know, that I take you on a trip. So I'm going to try and do that, and we'll see what we buy, because I have that cupboard outside. I have not put anything in my garden yet, because there was just no time to go get stuff to put in there. But tomorrow I'm going to do that. What I really like is chives. I don't know if you guys know chives, if you've grown them at home, but they grow really fast, and it's a beautiful plant to put in one of those terracotta pots. So that's what I'm going to be looking for. And I want some beans. Yes, I do. Now, I don't know if you have seen it move, but if you go back in the video and you go back and forth, you'll see that it is still moving, and it's spreading, and it's making just more of these beautiful flower petal patterns. It's kind of sort of growing, and doing fun stuff just before your eyes. So if you're curious to how it moves, go back about a minute and you'll see the difference in the pour. And I hope that we have the same thing tomorrow, at least something that looks like this, because I really love this bit here. Okay, won't make it too long. I'll see you all in the next video, which will be tomorrow. Thank you all for watching.